Greetings, YouTube. Surprise, surprise. About 3 seconds after Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris to be his running mate, the GOP started attacking her credibility to be vice president. And the president himself said, and I actually have the quote here. Here we go. I heard it today that she doesn't meet the requirements. I have no idea if that's right. Well, no, he didn't hear that today because she meets the requirements. The requirements is that you be 35 years old, a natural-born U.S. citizen, and a resident for at least the last 14 years. And Miss Harris was born in Oakland. She's more than 35. She's 55. In fact, she's my age. And she's been a resident of the United States for the last 14 years. So, yeah, she's eligible. He did the same thing when it came to Barack Obama. So he's just a lying sack of shit. But we knew that. Another thing that the GOP, I've heard indirectly, I believe one of the pundits said something along the lines that Joe Biden's health isn't that great. So, you know, what happens if he dies shortly after becoming president? Because you see, there's a lot of white Americans that would be happy with Joe Biden as president because Joe Biden is a moderate Republican. So they're happy with a moderate Republican. That's what they want. They want a moderate Republican office. They just don't want the radical fascist that is the shit given. But they'd be happy with a moderate Republican, which is pretty much the entire Democratic Party. But if Joe Biden dies, that means Kamala Harris becomes president. And Kamala Harris is a black woman. And a lot of those white voters are terrified of the idea of a black woman being president. So they're actually racists. They're not liberal nor progressive. They just find voting for the radical agenda of the GOP distasteful, so they'll just put in moderate Republicans that call themselves Democrats and be happy with it. So that's another tactic they're using. Scare voters away from voting for Biden, maybe going third party, maybe sitting out this particular agenda, a particular election, rather. That's another tactic they're doing. But if you want to help the shit give him get elected, you can stay home, you can vote third party, or you can do write-in. For example, the Kanye West bit is there specifically, and the GOP has admitted this, to peel Democratic voters away from Joe Biden to vote for Kanye West. Now, Kanye West has absolutely no chance of winning whatsoever. Not to mention, I understand that maybe he's not doing that well mentally at the moment. So, yay for preying on somebody who may be suffering from mental illness. Way to go, GOP. But every vote for him is one less vote for Joe Biden. And we need to get the moderate Republican into office because as much as I don't like Joe Biden, I supported Bernie Sanders, he's better than the shit given. He's less dangerous. I'm still pissed off at the people who didn't get off their ass and vote in the primary. I'm pissed off at every single one of you that didn't vote in the primary. Because we could have Sanders right now. And Sanders could beat the shit given with one arm tied behind his back and hopping on one foot. But Joe Biden may beat him. I'm hoping he's beating him. He's leading him in the polls right now. There are people who believe he's going to beat him. But we have to actually make sure we get out there and vote for him. Either mail it in or go to the polls, but vote for Joe Biden. Vote for the moderate Republican as opposed to the nut job Republican, which is what the shit given is. So, don't believe what the GOP and the president tell you about Kamala Harris. Don't believe what they say about the health of Joe Biden, because he's a hell of a lot healthier than the president is. Just do your duty as a citizen and get the fascists the fuck out of office.